Hello, fans or sports fans, and welcome to Sports. I'm your host, Nick Youngers, and today we're going to be talking about sports. It's April, and you folks know what that means. It's allergy season. But even better, baseball season. Baseball's been back and is in the full swing of things. And so here's my first impressions of the first few weeks. First, I'm going to talk about the Brewers because I'm originally from Wisconsin and I'm a Brewers fan. As you may have seen in the videos, previous videos, I sometimes have a Brewers flag. Otherwise, pan to the flag. And I gotta say, while they're not doing too great, they're not doing super terrible, which I'm impressed. As a Brewers fan, I can honestly say I did not expect to be as close to 500 as they are right now. I think they are like 7-9 or 7-10, which is pretty good for what a lot of Brewers fans were thinking. Now, there's a whole rest of the season for them to go and ruin that, but I mean, it's a good start. Good start, crew. Now for the other team that I'm actually surprised is doing poorly, the San Francisco Giants. In their recent dynasty, they've always done very well in alternate years, and since 2 years ago they won the World Series, and 2 years before that, and 2 years before that, I really expected them to jump out of the gate. I think they're at 7-9 right now, which again isn't terrible. But if you're gonna keep up your dynasty tradition, San Francisco's gonna have to turn it around. Now for the teams that are doing really good. There's four main teams that have really caught my eye starting out the season, and that is the Royals and the White Sox in the American League, and then the Cubs and the Nationals in the National League. While there's other teams that are like at 9 or 10 wins, those right now when I'm filming, those four teams have really stuck out. Now I know last season the Nationals started out to a huge, they jumped out of the gate and then they collapsed. But I think that's going to be really good motivation going into this year. And then, speaking of motivation, the Cubs, oh my gosh, they're killing it. Like, if I had to pick a World Series winner right now, it would be the Chicago Cubs. I mean, if they just keep doing what they're doing and keep it up, no one's going to be able to stop them. They'll lose like the regular amount of games, like a handful, but they could definitely be a 100-win team this season. And then in the American League, the Royals, which a lot of people didn't think they were going to be able to hold. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some people didn't think that they were going to be able to return to World Series champion standards after 2 consecutive trips to the World Series. But if they keep playing like they're playing, they could definitely make trip number 3. The biggest team that is their challenge is their American League Central rival, the Chicago White Sox, who they've just been playing lights out baseball. I haven't been following them closely, as close as the Cubs or the Royals or Nationals, and honestly, I didn't think they were going to do that well coming into the season, and they've surprised me. Like, living in Chicago, if it comes down to the White Sox and the Cubs in the World Series, Chicago is going to burn to the ground. It's going to be North Side versus South Side, and then there's just going to be me, the little Brewers boy who hasn't been following or hasn't really had a stake in the playoffs. But again, it's very early in the season. One of those teams that are just around 500 or a little bit over could get some fire lit under their butt and just kill it for the rest of the season. But that's it. Sorry, folks, allergies. But right now, I see it coming down to those 4 teams in the that are going to be the biggest contenders comes late September and October. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe or subscribe. Use the comments. Tell me who you think, who's your early pick to win the World Series. Like I said, my early pick is the Cubs. And if you agree or disagree with anything I have to say, feel free to hit me up on social media. That is at nyoungers19. And I will see all of you next time.